Snoop Dogg, known to the world as a legendary rapper, is also making a name for himself as a dance instructor for the next generation. This time, he's teaching them to groove like 90s rap stars. Spotted at Lucid Studios in Beverly Hills on a bustling Saturday night, Snoop wasn't just there to bask in the limelight. He was on babysitting duty, entertaining his grandkids with his signature charm and style. The evening began with Snoop holding a balloon over the head of a tiny baby, who eagerly reached out with his small hand. The scene was a delightful mixture of laughter and joy as Snoop used his larger-than-life persona to bring smiles to the little ones. He wiggled the balloon, teasing the baby gently, and the baby's face lit up with excitement, eyes wide with wonder. This simple act of holding a balloon became an enchanting game that resonated with pure innocence and happiness. Snoop's interactions were nothing short of magical. He bent down, bringing himself to the child's eye level, making goofy faces and funny noises that had the baby giggling uncontrollably. The sound of the baby's laughter was infectious, spreading through the room and warming the hearts of everyone present. This was just the beginning of a night full of surprises and dance moves, as Snoop effortlessly transitioned from one entertaining activity to another, each moment more captivating than the last. As the night progressed, Snoop found himself on the dance floor with another of his grandkids, a little dude who seemed more interested in running between Snoop's legs than actually dancing. Unfazed by the child's playful antics, Snoop started moving his arms rhythmically, eventually getting into a squat to keep up with the energetic youngster. It was a sight to behold. Snoop Dogg, the rap icon, engaged in a playful dance-off with his young grandchild, a scene that radiated warmth and familial love. The little dude's laughter echoed through the studio as he dashed around, his tiny feet moving swiftly and his eyes twinkling with delight. Snoop matched the child's energy, showing off his classic dance moves while making sure to keep the fun alive. He spun around, did a little shuffle, and even threw in a few breakdance moves, much to the amusement of his audience. The room was filled with music, laughter, and the joyous spirit of family bonding. Snoop's grandkids were mesmerized by his performance, their faces beaming with pride and admiration for their cool grandpa. At one point, the playful antics reached a peak when Snoop grabbed the balloon and began moving it between his legs with the finesse of a seasoned basketball pro. Rather than breaking ankles with his moves, he opted for a gentler approach, kindly handing the toy back to the child. It was a masterclass in balancing coolness with a tender touch, something only Snoop Dogg could pull off. The way he engaged with his grandkid showed a side of him that the public rarely gets to see, a loving and doting grandfather who cherishes every moment with his family. For those who might not be aware, Snoop Dogg, born Calvin Cortazar Broadus Jr., is not just a rapper but a family man with 4 children and 7 grandchildren. Saturday night wasn't just any ordinary evening, it was a special occasion marking the launch of Chalk Factory, a new cosmetics line by his daughter Corey Broadus. The event was a family affair, and Snoop, ever the supportive father and grandfather, was there to celebrate his daughter's entrepreneurial venture. He mingled with guests, proudly showing off Corey's new products, and even took a moment to give a heartfelt speech about the importance of family and following one's dreams. Snoop's presence added a unique charm to the launch event. He shared stories from his own journey, inspiring everyone in attendance to pursue their passions with the same determination and love that Corey had shown in creating her cosmetics line. The room was filled with applause and admiration for the Broadus family's achievements, and Snoop couldn't have been prouder of his daughter's accomplishments. With his iconic moves and unmistakable style, Snoop Dogg managed to blend family time with a bit of his old-school rap flair. He was not merely teaching dance steps. He was passing on a legacy, ensuring that the next generation of the Broadus family knows how to move, groove, and carry forward the rhythm of their illustrious lineage. He took the time to share the history of his dance moves with his grandkids, explaining how each step had a story behind it, a piece of his past that he wanted to pass down. In the end, it wasn't just about dancing. It was about creating memories, celebrating family, and cherishing the moments that bring everyone closer. Snoop Dogg proved once again that whether he's on stage or on the dance floor with his grandkids, he's always got the moves and the heart to keep the party going. The night ended with a sense of fulfillment and joy, as Snoop's family gathered for a final group photo, capturing a moment that would be treasured forever. As the studio lights dimmed and the music faded, Snoop looked around at his family, his heart full of love and pride. He knew that these moments were the true treasures of life, the ones that would stay with him forever. And as he hugged his grandkids goodnight, he whispered words of wisdom and encouragement, leaving them with the promise that no matter where life takes them, they would always have the rhythm of their family to guide them. The next morning, Snoop was still buzzing from the events of the previous night. The memories of dancing with his grandkids and celebrating his daughter's success played over and over in his mind like a favorite song on repeat. He decided to spend the day with his family, making the most of their time together. Kids were thrilled to have their grandpa around for the entire day, and they eagerly followed him around, soaking up every moment of his attention. Snoop decided to teach his grandkids some of the dance moves that had made him famous. He gathered them in the living room, turned on some music, and began demonstrating the steps. Kids watched in awe as Snoop moved effortlessly, his body swaying to the rhythm of the beat. They tried to mimic his movements, laughing and stumbling as they attempted to master the dance. As they danced, Snoop shared stories from his past, telling the kids about his journey in the music industry and the challenges he had faced along the way. He spoke about the importance of hard work, dedication, and staying true to oneself. Kids listened intently, their eyes wide with admiration for their grandpa. The day continued with more dancing, games, and laughter. Snoop took the kids outside to play basketball, showing them some of his best moves on the court. They played for hours, their laughter echoing through the neighborhood. Snoop's neighbors couldn't help but smile as they watched the legendary rapper playing with his grandkids, a picture of pure joy and love. As the sun began to set, Snoop gathered his family for a barbecue in the backyard. They sat around the table, enjoying the delicious food and each other's company. Snoop's children and grandchildren shared stories and jokes, their faces lit up with smiles. The love and bond between them were palpable, a testament to the strong family values that Snoop had instilled in them. After dinner, Snoop and his grandkids sat around a bonfire, roasting marshmallows and sharing more stories. The kids were fascinated by their grandpa's tales, each one more exciting than the last. Snoop's heart swelled with pride as he watched his family, grateful for the love and joy they brought into his life. As the night drew to a close, Snoop's grandkids began to tire, their energy finally waning after a day full of fun and excitement. Snoop scooped them up one by one, carrying them to their beds and tucking them in. He kissed each of them on the forehead, whispering words of love and encouragement as they drifted off to sleep.